here, this blank space in the wall, should be some DVD shelves. I made them. I thought they came out pretty good. I did a weight test and
not good at all.
I tried to save some money and use OSB board instead of actual wood. I tried to use a tongue and groove for the border because I wanted to fill the groove with a like an LED piping like you see in car interiors or something. None of it was coming out the way I wanted, and it all kind of cobbled together, and the more I tried to fix it, the more cobbled together it became. It's gone. Ripped it entirely out, went and bought a bunch of new wood, which wasn't cheap, unfortunately. So we're gonna be redoing it. I might scrap all this and just post the video of the proper one. I kind of think it's important to document along the way the mistakes also, so you can learn from mine and to show that this is not the easiest thing in the world. This is the old frame of the DVD shelves. This is still together so I can use it for measurements. First step is to dismantle, measure the pieces, recut. I bought boards that are right size so I don't have to rip anything, which is going to save a lot of time. So now all I have to do is cut these to size. Well, it's much easier working with real wood than what I was working with before. Now I just need a bunch of shelves. All right, made a spacer, 8 inches, half an inch bigger than the standard DVD sleeve. Put the spacer up against the top of the shelves, put the shelf there, everything's square, everything's flush. They're all made out of the same board, so they're all gonna be exact same size. I had a bunch of issues ripping the other ones in the last one, so the second version is far superior. It costs a lot more. Pay a little bit more up front and do it right and do it once, because if I didn't buy all the cheap stuff the first time and just did it the proper way the second time, that would make my overall cost cheaper. I'm also going to try corner brace L brackets this time. They're gonna need some middle support anyway once they're loaded with DVDs. Doing a 90-degree elbow in the corner is gonna reduce the amount of screws I have to put in the side, reduce the chances that the wood cracks. Just use a 1-inch screw, it won't poke through. Get it in there, and that'll make everything nice and clean. And I'm hoping what I can do is once I get the backer on, put a strip of wood down the back and just use an L bracket for the back instead of posting a piece of wood, because that will help distribute the weight and stop the board from bowing down like this. But it'll also allow me to put DVDs there, where if I put a board, I lose an entire slot, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm trying to keep it all to one wall. And my collection is already pretty big. It doesn't really grow so much anymore in the age of streaming, but I don't want to have to leave stuff out or find 20 DVDs somewhere else. We have shelves. Well, this version definitely came out better, came together quicker, and it's much stronger. Using the real wood made a big difference. It's much straighter, much stronger. A couple cracks in the wood, I probably drove the screws in a little bit too fast. I used the spacer so everything's nice and even. The L brackets didn't work out, so I have 2 screws in for every shelf. This is screwed in from the top. This is gonna be the back, because there's a couple splinters in the wood, and I made sure they were all in the back so that it looks nice and clean from the front.